A typical company who's looking to hire 50 customer success representatives will commonly go through more than 600 resumes. This process will take them around 2 months and will require the work of at least 4 team members. This means that on average, each recruiter will need to talk to 140 irrelevant candidates before hiring the right ones. We all know how frustrating that can be and the effect it has on our teams. And after all this long, weary, and costly process, 25% of newly hired employees will not make it through the first day of job and will leave during or after the training once they realized what the job requires. Looking at these numbers, we thought, there's got to be a better way. Well, there is. We succeeded in filling these 50 positions by interviewing only 250 candidates. That's less than half of the industry standard. Not only that, the people we hired proved better in that after 3 months, they stayed on the job 20% more than the candidates not sourced by Skillset. Hi, my name is Maya Uber. I hold a PhD in occupational therapy, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Skillset. And before I will tell you how we broke every benchmark in the hiring process, I'd like us to talk a little more about the problem of modern-day hiring. We believe the root of the problem is CV sourcing. CV sourcing has been here for decades. Despite all the amazing innovation that we've seen in the HR tech space, CV sourcing is still the first and the most common way to source and sort candidates. This is surprising because this tool is very limited and deeply flawed. It's flawed in 2 ways. First of all, it's based on stories. Stories people tell based on what they think will get them the job. Now, sometimes these stories have a grain of truth in them. But as a professional with decades of experience in the field, I can personally say that this is not always the case. The second problem with CV sourcing is that even if you believe CV tell truth, the all truth, and nothing but the truth, they still filter people by their experience, not by proven skills. This means that we are missing out on a lot of great candidates. For example, people on career change. These can be a great candidates for our position, but their background just doesn't match our profile. Well, we all know those people, right? Take Shelley, for example, a talented producer in the TV industry who recently found herself out of work. She tried to make a career change and become a project manager, a job she could be very good at, but she couldn't make it through the CV sourcing process because her CV was filtered out by the ATS systems. Companies overlooked her and missed out on a great candidate. Another example is people who aren't applying to the right position because they do not understand them enough. In a fast-changing employment market, there are jobs that people are just not familiar with. I know that when I moved from the public sector to the private, I discovered great opportunities that I haven't recognized as relevant to me. And perhaps most sadly, great people who come from underrepresented populations and do not make it through the screening. I mean, we all want to be proud of ourselves of hiring diversity. We all believe that if we will ever meet a candidate from underprivileged background, we will do everything to give her that chance. But you know what? These candidates never make it to the interview. So back to the big story. What CV sourcing creates is a bottleneck in the recruiting process. On one hand, we have millions of talented, highly motivated job seekers eager to work. On the other hand, millions of open positions that stay open for months, sometimes even years, because we just can't fill them fast enough or well enough. Now, we've seen a lot of technology and innovation in the recruitment industry. Solutions like video interviews, ATS system, and pre-hiring assessment all provide great value, but they do not open the number one bottleneck recruiters are still struggling with. Skillset is here to change that. Skillset helps recruiters hire faster and better using proven skills. We reach untapped candidates, filter them according to real business needs, and help recruiters diversify their workforce. With Skillset, job seekers can experience the job before applying to it and can be offered other open positions based on their skills. The employer benefits from a new pool of candidates and interview only the right ones. So this is how it works. We pull out candidates into our platform. Our AI-driven job simulator evaluates their job compatibility, so recruiters receive qualified candidates and move straight into the interview phase. So how do we see the future? We are probably the last generation to ever use a CV. A couple of years from now, when millennials are looking for the second or third job, they will be recruited by their skills, not their CV. Resumes will be that thing that their parents used to send by fax. The good news is that this futuristic technology is something available today. That challenge of filling hundreds of positions within just a few weeks is something that recruiters can actually succeed at, given the right tools. So if you want to join the revolution and make a smart and accurate hirings, you're welcome to contact us. We promise we will not ask for your CV.